And here we are at the Lewes Ferry Terminal. I have the 6:15 sailing, but it is possible that I might be able to make it down the 5:15 because I was here on time. Not counting on it, but you know, it's a crowded ferry and I'm number one in line if somebody doesn't show up. So I'd give it a 50-50 chance of me being able to go early. Yeah, let's see if I can show you around a little bit here. So this is the ferry port. You can see it's a pretty big one, and you have this kind of everybody waiting to board over here. I'm hoping that I don't get a chance to show you this closer because I'm hoping to be able to get onto the ship. But yeah, if not, then I'll show you inside too, and at least the view from the observation. But it does look like a pretty full sailing, but if there's a spot, then I'll be on board. So let's hope. I made it. On the 5:15 instead of the 6:15, which is what I was booked for. The ship is called the Delaware. This is the biggest ferry I've been on in the States. I've been on bigger ones in Europe, but got a little bit of rocking action here. It's a good thing I don't get seasick. Let's go have a quick look around the boat. I can see my car from here. Looks like the rain I went through earlier is over this direction now. They've got a little bar in here. I was kind of hoping they'd have a snack bar with food, but I didn't see that here. But that's okay now because I'm actually sailing an hour earlier, so I should be able to get food with no problem on the other side. With any luck, I'm going to be in New York City tomorrow. They're keeping a prisoner. All right, that's really about all there is to see. So I think we have about an hour cruise. And I'll be getting off the boat in New Jersey. Jersey. See you there. Welcome to New Jersey. That went quick, and I have to say it's cool to be in 4 states in one day. Woke up in Virginia, ended up in New Jersey. Now some of the fun driving begins for this trip. I'm staying near Atlantic City tonight, but tomorrow I have to go through New York City. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. At least I don't have to go through Manhattan, but I'm still not expecting that to be super, super fun. Let's see what we can see around the edges. Good morning, and today brings us to Atlantic City and the famous Lucy the elephant. Beach is over that way. We're not going there today. And on this side, well, we're in Margate, which is next to Atlantic City. We'll be heading over to Atlantic City in just a sec. Welcome to Atlantic City, Monopoly Town. We're on Atlantic Avenue right now. And there's all the casinos and stuff coming up here on our right as we change this the street here. Should be able to see the Tropicana Hotel here. I think the major advantage of me being here today is that it's Sunday, so traffic isn't as bad as it could be. Caesar's Palace here on the right. Boy, does that look run down. Another Dave and Buster's. Just went to one in Norfolk the other day. Can't really see them from the road, but there are other casinos here too. The Atlantic Casino here on the right. It's very, very obvious that Atlantic City is not what it used to be, and the condition of the streets probably reflect that. The streets are pretty bad. They're Cleveland bad, which is, you know, that's pretty bad. As far as the famed Atlantic City Strip, that's pretty much it. We're now in the strip of the strip that the strip of the strip, yeah, the section of the strip that has all the Monopoly names. You pass Kentucky Avenue, New York Avenue, North Carolina Avenue, Pennsylvania Avenue. So this is where the board game Monopoly got their property name. It's Virginia Avenue. To our right, there's more casinos, but they're actually a block away on the coast. And I don't think you can see them. You can kind of see them in the periphery. We got Delaware Avenue, New Jersey Avenue. And it looks like we're coming up to the end of it.
Welcome to New York.